So innovation, just to explain, is quite a wide term, but it simply means doing something differently. It can be a process, a product, a technology or a service, but it's about serving a customer need better than anyone else. It's about competitive differentiation, and your business idea needs to have an element of innovation to it. It needs to do something differently and better. So a business, though, getting back to basics, exists to make money in the form of profit. And it's produced when sales exceed costs. So we try to reduce our costs and maximise our sales. Having a unique product or a service that customers value allows you to outsell your competition and achieve a higher selling price. So any would-be entrepreneurs with ambitious growth aims must be focused on developing that idea into a business model that offers sustained profits. And to qualify the word offer, I mean it has to have been tested externally with real live potential customers. So if that's you, you must be totally clear about what it is you're going to be really good at. You must thoroughly understand the market you're targeting and the market need that you're trying to serve. You must have researched how you can deliver a product service at a market acceptable price that still delivers a profit for you. And finally, you must really know your competition and be confident that the offering that you have is really special and different.
Yeah, there's been a phrase in marketing for many, many years, unique selling proposition.
Yeah.
I think that if you're going to go into business to do the same as the guy down the road, then there's no point doing it. It may well be that you're going to do all the same things that he's going to be doing, but you have to do it in a different way. You have to present it in a different way. You have to have your own selling proposition very, very clear in your mind. And then remember that your first selling job is to go and convince somebody else, because chances are, even if it's only a bank that's going to provide you with an account and a bit of an overdraft, you need to find somebody to support you. And that somebody needs to have confidence in your actions. And if you don't have confidence in your actions, then they won't have confidence in your actions.
Yeah.
I think for most people, I get my foot in the door with social media, and that's it's quite of the moment. But actually, when I start talking to people, what social media is just another part of their marketing arm. So I tend to go in and ask them not what social media they want, but what their business aims are, what their marketing aims are, and then look and see how social media can work to help that. But coming from a journalism background, I can kind of help with their website copy, with their newsletter copy, with their general digital marketing really. So I go in with social media, but usually come out with a couple more jobs to do as well.
Well,
I would think the most important thing, and we do see it from time to time, is they've got to actually have a product or something that there's a market for. So quite often we'll meet people where they've got a fantastic idea, but they've not actually done any market research. And it doesn't take much to do, a little bit of market research. And then they devote time and resources to getting it off the ground. And really, if there's no market for it...
Well, differentiation starts with the product, and it will always start with the product. And you've got to step back and look at what your product is trying to be, and you've got to be capable of articulating what your differentiation is, which from talking to a lot of businesses I often find is their problem. They can't actually articulate their differentiators in the marketplace. And sometimes you've just got to be plain honest. So let's take a restaurant business just as an example. Let's be clear, there is no intellectual property in running a restaurant any longer. Your differentiation is the brand above the door, the customer service you provide, and it's about being excellent, or it's about being cheap, or it's about being fast food, or it's about positioning yourself on the high street. But I think you've got to ask yourself those questions very clearly.
You've got to find yourself, you've got to rethink a unique selling proposition. If you've made your mind up that there is an opportunity for you in this business, don't give up early on. Reevaluate what it is you're trying to achieve, because you can be different, and you need to be different. I guess some people get disillusioned early on because they find suddenly that somebody else is already doing it. Well, do it better. You didn't go into business because you didn't think you could be the best.